out there feel like American roles are being taken by British actors. And
Yeah, and here's the thing. I don't mind inclusion,
right.
but at what point does inclusion become a
And-
takeover?
Yeah,
You know, it's just like
that's the conversation in the streets right now.
one of my favorite shows was Snowfall, which I love.
Season finale.
Snowfall.
Tonight.
Did you know that the dude is British?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Right? How would you?
Yeah, nobody told me. The lead dude is just British. I'm like, what?
They can fake our accents
They-
better than we can fake theirs.
All right.
For real, it's just like we was all the biggest myth we was told that the English language is the hardest language.
Right.
And
Yeah.
it's really the easiest.
It is.
Apparently.
Apparently.
I mean, they so good with it. I didn't have a
We're not
clue.
going over there talking like them.
Yeah, that's true.
Right. So,
It's the accent.
all right.
It's the
So,
accent.
so I got a couple of people.
And Daniel Kaluuya, by the way, he taking up every major role on the planet. I mean, now that we lost
Chadwick Boseman? Yeah.
I mean, who's the top guy now? Really, it's got to be kind of Daniel Kaluuya. Man.
Kaluuya, yeah, he's got to
The hot
be.
hand. I mean,
You got to go with the hot hand. I mean, we how many times we gonna recycle Wesley Snipes, Denzel Washington, you know,
Well,
Omar Epps. I know
Michael B. Jordan.
Michael B. Hey,
Michael
B. Jordan.
he's
You
up
know,
there.
Yeah.
all right,
He's up there, so-
yeah.
And really, Larry, it's what we're kind of talking about is also like an age thing because Wesley Snipes can't play the same roles that Daniel.
He can't do
Michael
Blade
can.
no
He their
more.
father, no?
Right, he their daddy.
Right. So,
Like you need a son of Blade, Wesley.
Yeah.
You need a son of Blade.
Like,
'cause-
who's the young hot hand? And you're right, Michael B.
Michael
Jordan.
B.
is
Jordan.
Michael B. Jordan.
But the real, for real, he don't talk in none of his movies.
Who, Michael B. Jordan?
Just think about it. He don't talk. He just be there.
Women don't see him for his talking. You already know that. Like it don't.
Y'all can't say he's a good actor. You don't even.
Oh,
He's a
great actor.
He's a great actor.
He's an
Hey,
excellent actor.
who is the? All right.
Did y'all see Fruitvale Station?
Yes, I have seen Fruitville
I mean,
Station.
he's
Yeah.
great in that
He's
film.
great in
Right.
that film.
So
Did he talk?
yes, he talks. All right, you gotta go see Fruitville Station, T Rex.
In the theater.
All right. So I'm gonna throw. I got my a guy on here. I got shout out to Troy Harris, who played in Heist Girl.
Troy Harris?
Yes.
He owe me money. No.
216-249-6658. You want to call in now? No, he's an actor, and Jaleesa Johnson, Jaleesa sings Stacey Malone. You know, we got a lot of talented people out here.
Stacey Malone's my girl.
Right. So, who would you? And also Candace Johnson, Candy Baby. Yeah. So, who would you like
Candace
to?
Johnson. Oh,
Yeah.
I know. Her.
Yes. Who?
I
would-
met her.
Right.
I like her look. I
Right.
right. Cast her in something.
Right. Oh. So, who would be the one person? Would you like to get everybody in a handmade film? Like all the people, like the singers, like, you know, you got Dave Dolliver, Minute Lars, Standing with Moore, Trousseau Davis of Columbus, you know, Scott Savo, American Idol guy.
Well, that's way above my pay grade.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I would love that. You know, they're way above us, but I would love to have some of these super celebrities who've accomplished in other areas, or really, you know, I would love to get my hands on the Stacey Malone. But I mean, Stacey Malone is out here doing documentaries, doing her thing.
With her and J.
You know,
Cool.
she ain't got time for our little.
Maybe she does. And like the thing about it is
She's a
like,
director.
right,
She is a director. She's an amazing director and a filmmaker, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
I love Stacey Malone. I love her work. I'm hoping one day to aspire to get to a Stacey Malone and get her to come work with us and things like that. I would love that at some point.
Right.
You know.
So, Lavelle Dabney, he said black actors, I'm just going to read this. Black actors can be dynamic characters when they are connected with their roles. Do you agree or disagree, Mike?
I don't know what that means.
Connected, like, you know, in tune with their roles. Like, connected to the character that they're playing.
Oh,
They're dynamic. They can be dynamic
I
actors.
just think it depends on the person. You got some people that are method actors that need that connection, and then you got the Laurence Olivier type actor who wasn't connected to none of his characters, but he was still knocking out on the
Right.
On the stage.
On the
It
stage.
depends on
It's
the
like
actor.
So do you
a good
need,
question, though.
right? Do you need to be connected? Do you feel like you need to be connected, or to be a great actor, or you just need to be professional?
Some people yes, and some people no. There's some actors who don't need to have that emotional connection. Like there's a great story of Laurence Olivier when he did Marathon Man with Dustin Hoffman, and Dustin Hoffman is a classic method actor, and Laurence Olivier is an old Shakespearean actor from England, from the style that preceded when the method took hold. And the method is when a person is like, I'm gonna play a policeman, so they need to ride around with a policeman and live in the skin of a policeman to be that policeman. And Laurence Olivier was one of those guys who, after he finished one of his scenes, he would go knock a bourbon off and like, what are y'all talking about? Are y'all out of y'all mind? I just need to learn the script and I'm good. You know, and they were both great actors, but they just had different ways of approaching it. You know, it just depends on the. He thought that Dustin Hoffman was silly. Like, what are you doing? Like, Dustin Hoffman was doing all these different things to get into his role, and he went to a dentist because there's a famous scene in The Marathon Man where this guy is drilling his teeth without Novocaine. So he really went to a dentist to look at it and all that. And he said, "Is this guy's man? We're acting. We're making it up." Right. But Dustin Hoffman is a great actor, so if that's what it takes for him to get there, hey, I ain't mad at you. You know, whatever it takes.
So, Lizala, you have anything to add to that?
The method actors, they also stay in that character for as
sometimes.
long as possible, right? So they
even
go
on the set.
home and they come back and they're still a cop.
Like, wait a minute. The film been over 6 damn months. The hell are you doing? Shut your ass up.
I think Daniel Day-Lewis did that for Lincoln. Like, he stayed Lincoln.
Right.
Like, even like, so he's like at the food cart. And he's still Lincoln,
Right.
like, okay.
Right,
That's weird.
right. We're very weird. Like, you gonna wear that damn hat from how long? All right.
He come over there too. Change his accent up too.
Who? Daniel Day-Lewis?
Yeah, what is he?
Yeah.
Irish, right?
Yeah, Irish. All right, so best conversation and it brings me back to an interview that I heard by LL Cool J when he played in Too Deep and his character was named God. That was with Omar Epps when he played it. Yeah, it was a great movie. Yeah, Akron. So he said that he talked after the film was over, he had to get out that evil gangster role, that killer role. Even though he's a hip hop artist. And the person that he talked to prepare for the role was none other than Alphonse Pacino, Big Al Pacino. When Al Pacino, remember Al Pacino played in The Devil's Advocate, and he played Satan. So he had to get out that, like, how do you...
monologues ever, by the way, in film. That monologue he does in that film, one of the greatest ever.
When he was talking to Keanu Reeves when he's in the law firm, they
I'm
found...
a fan of man! That whole monologue, one of the best monologues.
All right, you know... he said he called God an absentee landlord. I'm like, wow.
I was like, whoa.
Whoa, wait a minute, hold on. I don't want to get struck down by listening to this. You know, I'm scared right now. Oh, it's like, you can't be doing that stuff, Al. I mean, I like you, but, you know, keep messing around with the power. You turn into a toad, you know.
That was such a good joke.
Right.
Because, I mean, he was the devil in that monologue, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes, and then I got a girl here, Angela Diamond Life Williams said, my coach said that be your character and make it you. Shout out to Kat Danielle, the singer, and Carla Lindsay for watching in. So do you believe it's that be the character and make it you, make it so that memorable?
I don't care. Only thing I care about is what ends up on the screen. And if you have to do that by being the character, or if you have to do it by burning sage and putting your hands in hog entrails, whatever gets you performing. I don't care whatever gets you there. Because everybody's different and people get there in different ways. So I don't care how you get there as long as you get there. Like I had this one actor, I was trying to do one of these Meisner exercises on the actor, and she's like, get out of here with that garbage. But she brought it on the stage. So that's all I cared about. Okay. You know, she tried to do some of this sense memory stuff with actors. They're like, oh, get out of here with that. You know, but they can bring it on stage, and that's all that matters in the end. For me, is the product, at least.
So at the end of the day, no matter how you get there, you gotta get there for the product to be marketable to the people. Because Yeah, like this, like, and the thing about it is, I'm going to go to Tyler Perry to cut. Like Tyler Perry writes, directs, and does every dang thing.
Yeah.
What do you think of? Stop. You know what? I should have known you was gonna come up with that. Damn it.
You should have.
I should have just walked right into that shit, huh? All right. So what do you think about Tyler Perry? Are you going to make that sound every time I say Tyler Perry? That was yeah, just like Kim Potter's shooting was an accident. That was like, it was. Thank you. Accident in my ass.
I actually thought it was an accident.
Right, but like sometimes this is where the but I lose control right off the bat. All right, so we're talking about Tyler Perry here, and the thing is that he writes, directs. He says some of this, like some of the people have been complaining about his content. What do you think? Like, you know, some of the wigs that he had, you know.
Awful.
Okay, wait, so are you saying that he does it is awful, or the quality of what he's doing is awful?
No, I'm specifically speaking to those wigs.
The wigs are
those are some of the worst, and they're not necessary. I don't even know why he has to have a wig. Like,
To play a woman.
well, no, I mean,
Nah, some of them, like
he's
some-
playing a district attorney. Why do you have to have a wig?
Yeah, that.
Okay.
What I would say to Tyler Perry is this: if I had a chance to talk to Tyler Perry, I would just tell him this: you don't have to meet the standard of those who don't like you. You don't have to meet the standard of those who hate you, but you should meet the standard that you yourself have set. So when I saw Daddy's Girl, I didn't see people eating from empty plates. I didn't see people wearing bad hair pieces. I didn't see continuity errors in that. I didn't see rushed writing and stuff like that. That's a Tyler Perry film too, and it was a good one. You know, you've done some good films. I thought he was pretty good in Mr. Deeds, even though there was some weird hair pieces in that. But
Right.
for the most part, that was a pretty good film. So just meet your own standards. Like, I wish he would stop bragging. You know, I shot this in 5 days. Well, how about this, Tyler? Since you own the theater, what the hell? Why don't you take 10 days to film it, just to make sure that the detail stuff is good? So that's the only thing that gets me with him sometimes is that some of the detail work you can tell isn't there. In the same way we hand make our films, he can hand make his films so that some of that quality is in there for his people, you know. And I just wish he would do that a little more. Sometimes, like I saw that one film, Falling Grace or Grace Fell or something. That's another
buzzer.
The thing that I have a problem with is you got great legendary actors, but you have continuity errors.
Right.
You don't have to do that, Tyler.
Right, you don't really have to do. You don't have to do that. So we got one more break in us.
You keep going, it's up to you.
We got one more. I got one more song to play. Then
Right.
we got to play there's a world premiere that I'm gonna play. So we're gonna go with Slum Village. Shout out to everybody on my Facebook Live, including Walter Johnson just popped in. We're gonna take one last break.